What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Lunatic Studio, your go-to channel for all things tech. And here I have the gaming headphones that changed my perspective on them. And if you are here, then you're probably planning to buy the Corsair HS80 RGB Wireless. Let's open it and see if it's still worth your money in 2023. I just want to say that I really love the color matte black finish leaning to gray. Just a very big fan. You can get this on a white colorway or black just like this. The center of the drivers have this matte black finish that is really nice. Again, big fan. On the side of that is almost gray looking metallic finish that looks very durable. The headband also has matte black finish that feels like it's coated with rubber and has the word Corsair on top. The mic also has matte black finish and again almost like a rubber type and has this metallic color at the tip of it. Also, you can find the Corsair logo on both drivers that glows white by default, and you can change this on the app. And despite the RGB in the name, the gamery vibes are really subtle. The mic has this ring light that is red when the mic is muted and white when it is active. The headband is pretty neat and very solid. It has this floating head strap or ski band that is very stretchable and prevents your head from touching the very bottom of the headband, so you won't have those headphone dents on your precious head. You can adjust the floating strap so it can accommodate the size of your head. You just gotta lift this velcro up and then adjust according to your preference. This is the only way to adjust the headphones because it does not have that sliding thingy on this part. Also, this part is metal and it feels very heavy duty. It has this almost like gold ring on this part, and you know how I feel about black and gold. Also, this part that connects to the driver are metal as well. You can find the power button on the back part of the left driver and also the volume wheel, which you can also press and it cycles through different sound presets. It controls the volume of the headphones from the PC directly. You also have this very small LED indicator that tells you the battery status. The ear cuffs has this really nice shape that takes my whole ear and the area around it. It is comfortable, the fabric is very plush and soft, which is good for long hours of gaming or listening to music. It is also comfortable while you are wearing glasses if you have eye conditions like I do. As you can see here, the ear cuffs are really thick, which really takes your whole ear and still be very comfortable thanks to the equipped mesh fabric. You can change the ear cuffs to aftermarket ear cuffs, and the process of removing this is very simple. You just gotta twist the right ear cuff to the right and the left ear cuff to the left. It has this plastic frame, so it would be easy for consumers to change the ear cuffs to aftermarket if you want to. The most of them will have the plastic frame and it will be very easy to install. This also has a really nice swivel that has this really nice resistance to it. It's not very hard as to be uncomfortable, it just has the right amount to stay in place, so you can adjust this according to the shape of your head and it won't be wobbly. You can also swivel this to its max so it can lay flat on your shoulder when you want to temporarily remove it from your ear and take a little rest. You also got a little swing there so it can take the whole shape of your head. It has 1.3 pounds or half a kilogram of clamping force, which some people will find a little heavy, but personally I like the weight of the clamping force. It feels very secure that it won't fall off when you shake your head around, and it doesn't feel too tight because of the very plush fabric. This whole headphone weighs around 367 grams, which is not too heavy, and it does feel very durable, like it can take a few accidental drops and it won't even notice. First time holding this headphone, I can clearly say that it is built to last. It feels very durable and it looks heavy duty. Corsair really focused on the breaking point. They focused on making this part heavy duty with metals because this is a well-known weak point for a headphone. The metal runs through the whole headband, giving it heft and also some flexibility. The microphone swings from up going down. Swinging it up mutes the mic and swinging it down unmutes it. The microphone feels very wobbly. It's not a big deal to me though, as I take care of my belongings very much, but some things may happen and I may drop this from a really bad angle and it feels like the mic will break. This is not a retractable mic, so you may as well be very careful and don't place this where you know it's dangerous. Also, the swinging mechanism does have a ductility and some level of resistance to it on the midpoint going down, but I think many times of swing this might weaken the tactile bump and this may just dangle around. I don't know, I'll do an update on the next 1 year of using this. A lot of people have been saying that they couldn't point the mic to the direction they wanted to, mainly because the mic feels like it's not made with a manageable material, and honestly that's what I thought from the first time using this, but upon fiddling with this, you can carefully bend it a little bit towards your mouth. Just gotta do it very carefully and secure this part because we don't want to put strain on that joint. The drivers feel fine, they also feel very premium and strong, and although this is made from plastic material, it feels very thick kind of plastic. The drivers are made with 50mm neodymium speakers that are great at delivering great sounds with great gain while not being a power consumptuous speaker. Talking about power, Corsair boasts up to a 20-hour-long continuous wireless playback with the RGB light turned off on a single full charge, but upon testing the battery, it only lasted at around 12.5 hours of usage. Falls short than the advertised 20-hour battery life, kinda disappointing on that part. Now, I've never had any problems with battery life on all my wireless peripherals because honestly, I always keep them plugged right after I use them, and I think that's a great thing to get used to, especially when you own a lot of wireless peripherals. And also, the charging time takes around 2 to 3 hours. Overall, the build quality is amazing. It's one of the few things that when you get a hold of it, you just know that it will last you a long time. Alright, this headphone can be connected wirelessly via the 2.4 GHz wireless receiver that it came with. We have a 32 millisecond response time, which is great for gaming headphones. You can't really tell any delays or lags. It's just a great latency for wireless gaming headphones. Or if you don't like latency at all, you can use this while using USB Type-C. Corsair also advertised that this can go as far as 60 feet wireless range, but it started to stutter at only 20 feet. I got a lot of walls here in my house, so maybe that's the reason for the disturbance in the signal, but it doesn't really matter to me, as I only use this when I'm in front of my PC and nowhere else. When I gotta get up, get some snacks, or go to the bathroom, I simply remove them from my head and place it down on my desk so I don't really get the fuzz of people arguing about distance. It really doesn't make sense to me. Also, the 2.4 GHz wireless receiver has Slipstream, which you can connect other wireless Corsair products if you have them. The sound profile or quality is where I get a little dramatic. The sound profile of the default setting is just a little underwhelming. It's kind of flat for my taste. Normally, you'd want a more bassy than usual when gaming so you can have that immersive gaming experience. The default sound profile is kind of flat sounding. The mids and highs, however, those stand out more. Thankfully, you have the application and you can edit the equalizer there on how you would like the headphones to sound. For the wireless, we have the frequency range of 46,000 kHz in 24-bit and 896 kHz also in 24-bit when you are using this wired. Basically, you can hear those really low volume noises clearer or really loud noises in-game better. The wireless frequency range is good enough for gaming for me, but if you really want to immerse yourself with the game, I suggest you use this wired as you would get wider frequency range and you will hear more. The noise isolation of these headphones does not really do a great job. They block out basically no noise from the surrounding environment. You can still hear cars, some motorcycles, just rumbling noises in general. But I did notice that it blocked out some high frequency noises like your AC, your fan, those kind of noises. This headphone supports Dolby Atmos spatial audio, which is free and unlimited. You just have to download Dolby Atmos from your Microsoft Store, set it up, and it will automatically detect the headphones. It improves the overall sound quality and it improves spatial audio as well. This is great for games that require you to locate where the noises are coming from, first-person shooter games, but keep in mind that not all games support Dolby Atmos. Okay, for the microphone sound test, you are hearing me now through the Corsair HS80 RGB Wireless microphone. As you can hear, this almost sounds like a condenser type microphone, and it has a really rich sound profile. That's what I want to call it. Your voice sounds whole, if you know what I mean. So you can relay information clearer to your teammates whenever you're playing, and information is very crucial to some games. Very audible and very crisp. Although sometimes it picks up unwanted noises like your mouse clicks or your keyboard strokes. I personally think that this is not a problem, and this can be fixed through the microphone threshold on your game. You just have to make it higher than usual. This gaming headphones is also compatible with PS5 and PS4. The app that supports this headphones is called IQ, and it is made by Corsair. It is a great application and very intuitive. Always enjoyed when peripheral companies takes their time in building a user-friendly interface. All you need will be on the main screen. You have the controls for your RGB lighting effects, which is great. You can pick a lot of colors, different effects, and different brightness levels. You can also fiddle with the equalizer. And they have presets available, but I personally have mine adjusted. And quick tip, again, you can press the volume button to easily cycle through the presets, including yours. Up here on the settings, you can adjust the gain boost on the microphone. You also have the voice prompts on the microphone. It's just basically when you mute your mic, a lady in the headphone will say mic muted and vice versa, but I tend to keep that up, but it's up to you. I just wish that, it will say whatever preset you're on, so you won't have to check it on the app, especially when you're gaming. The price of this gaming headphone is around 7,750 pesos, which is not cheap at all, and I got this from Data Blitz. And with that price, of course, you would think, oh, this must be one of those premium headphones. It is. Definitely leans on the expensive side, but for that price, you are paying for the wireless convenience that has no delay, pretty comfortable design that will not give you fatigue on long hours of gaming sessions, and the broadcast grade omnidirectional microphone that, to be honest, one of the great sounding microphones for a headphone out there. Dolby Atmos spatial audio that is really great for improving the sound quality. All of those jam-packed into this really nice looking gaming headphones. They may not be the best sounding headphones, but you can tweak those in the application no problem. The microphone is insane, definitely condenser level type of mic, which in some cases very important for streaming so your audience can hear you clearly. The headphones does have some drawbacks like poor noise isolation, but I think it's because of the ear cup material used. Maybe changing for an aftermarket ear cups or pads will do the trick. I will be changing the ear cups of this headphones, and I will tell you whether it improved the noise isolation. Corsair released this gaming headphones like 2 years ago, and for me this is still worth a buy. They released the Corsair HS80 Max recently, which the only difference is the frequency range and the Bluetooth connectivity, which isn't really of any use to me. And you will be paying another 1,000 pesos for these. No thank you. This was a really great investment for me because I game a lot, and this was a great addition to my gaming setup. Okay, that's it for this review. Let me know in the comments below on what you think about the Corsair HS80 RGB Wireless. Also, hit that like button and subscribe to see more contents and reviews like this in the future. And as always, peace.